Today at Manchester Theatres, it is my pleasure to be joined by the brilliant Joe Sleight, who is currently touring with the smash hit musical Blood Brothers, coming to Lowry from the 18th of November. Now, you may have seen Joe in other productions such as Wicked, Romeo and Juliet, Junk and Tour, Jack and the Beanstalk, or 101 Dalmatians, the musical. But today we are here to talk all about those Johnston twins from Liverpool. So, Joe, thank you so much for joining me to talk about what has got to be one of the most iconic musicals that there is. It tours and tours and tours, and it consistently sells out, doesn't it?
Yeah, it absolutely does. Wherever we go, there always seems to be that fan base of old people who come see the show many times before, or the new people that are coming in to see the show for the first time. It's one of those stories that really gets you, I think.
It does. So tell us a little bit then about the story for anyone who might not know of it.
Of course. So Blood Brothers is about two twins who are separated at birth. One twin goes to the wrong side of the tracks and lives a very poor upbringing, and the other one goes and lives a very wealthy lifestyle and has a wealthy mother and a wealthy father. Now, this whole show is about superstition, and one of the superstitions within the show is if these two twins meet and find out that they are brothers, they will both immediately die. Unfortunately, they do meet. They meet at 7 years old. They meet at 14 again, and throughout the rest of their life until the very big dramatic ending, which I will not ruin. But the beginning, the end happens at the beginning as well, so you kind of know something's about to happen. But I'll leave it for a surprise for when you come see the show.
And without giving anything away, I have to say, as someone who's seen it quite a few times now, it doesn't matter how many times you see it, you're still going to be shocked. It's like you're just hoping that maybe something different, or but yeah, you're always shocked no matter what. Um, so you play Eddie, one of the twins. So tell us a little bit about Eddie's character.
So Eddie is the posh twin, as you can tell from my voice, completely typecast. And he goes and lives with his mother, who his doesn't actually know that it isn't his real mother, and has a very wealthy upbringing. He goes to private schools, and it's an absolute joy to play every night. There is no other show, I think, in musical theatre history where the actor plays the same age, plays the age through the ages of the show. So I play Eddie as a 7 year old, I play him as 14, 18, 19, 21, 22, until the unfortunate ending. And it's just, there's no other show where an actor gets to do that and gets to play a role through the ages from birth until death. So it's beautiful role. I get a little song to sing as well, which is great. And the Johnston twins, both of them have a love interest. They both fall in love with the same girl, and it's a dramatic show and a
Yes.
dramatic character.
It is. There's a dramatic show, but it's also, I mean, obviously, so much humour. Willy Russell, it's just so much humour in there as well. And I was going to say, so from an audience viewpoint, we kind of know the things that your character doesn't necessarily know. And particularly when they get older, it's not necessarily such a big deal for them as 7 year olds, but as they become young adults, you really start to notice and feel those differences in their upbringing. So how do you kind of deal with that? Because it's like, as an actor, you get it, you know what's going on, but
Mhm.
then your character kind of is somewhat unaware of the kind of vastness of it all. So how do you kind of keep that, oh my gosh, out of your character every night?
It's a tricky one, but with my character, who Eddie, and Mickey as well, played by the wonderful Sean Jones, we don't know the incoming doom, so we get to play the lightheartedness of it and really enjoy those special moments where the boys meet for the very first time as 7 year old, and that first moment is so the audience almost you can almost hear them gasp in the audience when they
Yeah.
first meet, because the audience kind of don't want it to happen at the same time, but also they're loving that they are so close and so the same in different ways that they absolutely love it. So I think that it's easy for me because I get to play the innocence of it,
Mm.
and really play that character through the ages.
And do you ever want to do that sort of twin thing where you go, oh, if we switch roles, will anyone really notice? So that you get to play each other's characters.
Yeah, I mean, me and Sean have spoken about this before. I think I think as myself, I am quite prim and proper as my personality, and he won't mind me saying this is quite, he's ready to go. He's always ready for action and stuff like that, and that's what Mickey is like.
Yeah.
So we complement very well each other, I think, on the stage quite well, and we're almost like brothers, on and off stage as it is.
Yeah. Well, talking of siblings, so Eddie's got none, Mickey's got hundreds. So where do you kind of sit in real life with that? Like, what's your sibling experience?
Well, I've got two half brothers and two step sisters.
Hmm.
So I'm an only child, but I also got that experience
Yeah.
of other siblings. So kind of the same as Eddie. So I kind of draw on those personal experiences, and what it would be like for Eddie to have a brother, which he would love to have, but what he doesn't know is actually it's his best friend.
Yes, yeah. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And we've got to talk about the songs. I mean, whoa. You've got Marilyn Monroe, Easy Terms, and then the big one, Tell Me It's Not True,
Yeah.
which you don't get to sing, but you have to listen to every night. How do you not cry? Like,
Well, the scene that's just happened before is so dramatic, and the audience on the you can hear a pin drop in the show or a phone go off. So turn your phone off if you're in the audience in that last scene. And they're so invested in that last scene that it's such a relief that what happens at the end of that scene, and when Tell Me It's Not True happens, I'm almost resting at the end of that song. So at the end of that scene, so when that song is singing, I can just listen to the beautiful harmonies of that song. And the Tell Me It's Not True in this UK tour version, it starts off really slow and then builds and builds and builds as each character gets reintroduced to the number, and then everyone is singing that song at the end, apart from me and Mickey. So it's a beautiful thing to hear every night.
yeah, and it is so powerful, so powerful. Now, I wanted to ask about the narrator
Mm,
because I've seen this production quite a few times, and every time I see it, what intrigues me is the narrator is always played so differently, depending obviously on who is performing it. So I've seen it where it is a narrator, it's someone who's kind of breaking that fourth wall and talking directly to the audience.
mhm.
I've seen it played as kind of like a reflection of, as if Mrs. Johnston was kind of like holding a mirror up to herself, and it's kind of her own guilt coming back at her. So how is it in this production? What kind of role does the narrator take on in this production that you're in now?
Well, similarly to what you said, really, he narrates the show, but he has interactions with every single character. He has one interaction with every single character within the show. He gives a Bible to Mrs. Johnson. He bumps into me at once, and I turn and I see him. Um, I think in this version, they try to make it feel as if when you walk into a room
Mm,
and you can't remember why you're there, and then
all
you
the
kind
time.
of the tingles in your back of your neck go, and then you turn around and go, okay, I'll come back. Or you're walking down the street and you go and you suddenly remember something, or you think you heard something. That's how I think he's portrayed in this. And it's interesting how there's one moment in the show where the narrator grabs a prop from Mickey, which is a camera, and stops Mickey from continuing his journey through the park. But I love it because he actually stops him, and the narrator almost doesn't want Mickey to continue with this path that he's going on, and he lets him go, and obviously the story continues. But it's a really nice moment where
Mhm.
Mickey's narrator stops Mickey and goes, "Please don't carry on." Doesn't say that, but in his face. And it's just lovely little moments like that. If you come to see the show, see how many, see those little moments of each character interacting with the narrator. I think it's beautiful.
Yeah. And what's also beautiful about this is that no matter how many times you kind of perform this, like you said, you get people who come back all the time, but then you're always going to get new audiences because it is a school text. It's on syllabus for drama, and you get loads and loads of people studying it coming to watch it, which is just an absolutely fabulous way to kind of introduce a whole new audience as well to theatre, isn't it?
Yeah, I absolutely love it. But we have in the afternoons we have quite a few schools come to see the
Mm.
show unless it's a school holiday, and it brings a new freshness to the show because yes, they laugh and they get uncomfortable about when Mickey and Linda kiss, or we say a rude word or something like that. But it's at the end of the show, the second half of Act Two, just like any other 7:30 p.m. or matinee performance with normal audience, they are super quiet and listening and so taken into the story. It's just, it's for young and old, this show.
Yeah. And I have to say, as someone who works with children and young people in the other work that I do, that is a miracle that you get so many young people quiet all at the same time. And that's a testament to how amazing this show is, and that it really pulls people into its story. It's timeless, really, isn't it? It's just never one that to get old.
Yeah, it's one of those ones that the people who have come to see the show before are really excited to show people who haven't seen it, because they sort of know what's coming, and they can kind of look at them and relive it for the first time from them watching it.
So when you've been in a show for that's touring, so you're doing it day in, day out, you've been in previous tours, how, for you personally, how do you kind of like to keep that character fresh? I mean, you've kind of mentioned there that, young people coming in keep it fresh for you. So are you continually trying to find new areas of edit, or are you kind of like, no, this is who it is, I just need to keep it fresh by believing it every performance that I do?
I think I keep it pretty much the same, but what changes is the audience. The audience is such love live theatre, because live theatre is different every single show. You never know what's going to happen with the crowd, and that is what keeps it fresh for us, because the audience might laugh at a different part of it, which means you have to slow that line down or change it slightly. So you're always on the ball and always ready to go. Myself and Sean, who plays Mickey in the show, we've done the show so many times now that we feel like anything could happen, and we would ride with it, and that's kind of what it's like. You know the blueprint of the show and exactly what's going to happen, but the audience could possibly take it in a slightly different direction, which is always great and keeps it fresh.
It does. And as we've said, it is a fresh show every time you come and watch it. It is not, even if you've seen it before, you still get as much of an impact from it, whether it's the first or the 51st. So, Joe, I'm telling everybody to come and watch it. It is an absolutely fabulous show at the Lowry from the 18th of November. So thank you so much for your time today. I cannot wait to come and watch it once more.
Great, can't wait to be there.
Thank you. We'll
Thank
see
you.
you. It's not long. We'll see you very soon.
We'll see you soon.